Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff overlooking a vast wilderness, bright with potential yet shadowed by danger. This is humanity's vista right now, a future stretching billions of years ahead but perched precariously on the edge of extinction. What if one mistaken step, one overlooked danger, could end the entire human story forever? Toby Ord's The Precipice dares us to confront this terrifying possibility, and what we must do before it's too late. We've never lived with such powerful threats before. This section shows why the risks looming over us aren't just scary, they're unprecedented. In 1945, the United States dropped atomic bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, instantly killing over 100,000 people. But the real horror? That was just the beginning of humanity's entry into a new era, one where total annihilation became possible. Toby Ord shows how this moment shifted us from local disasters to global extinction risks, a terrifying new reality no species had ever faced. Think of existential risks like a storm that started with lightning, nuclear weapons. But now that storm has swelled. Climate change churns wild and unpredictable. Synthetic biology could engineer deadly pandemics tailored for destruction, and artificial intelligence might become an uncontrollable force. Each risk adds to the pressure, like multiple fires threatening to burn down the forest all at once. Here's the kicker. If we survive this century, we could unlock a future stretching billions of years, a stretch so vast it almost boggles the mind. But that future hinges on what we do now. According to Ord, this means your generation is the pivot point between collapse and cosmic flourishing. No pressure, right? Ord doesn't just sound alarms. He breaks down how scientists estimate risks and what that means for us. It's science meets gut punch. Using decades of data, researchers estimate humanity faces roughly a 1 in 6 chance of extinction this century. A staggering figure. This includes nuclear war with a 0.6% chance annually, engineered pandemics possibly far deadlier than COVID-19, and poorly aligned artificial intelligence. These aren't just wild guesses, but reasoned probabilities anchored in history and emerging science. Imagine buying a lottery ticket with a 1% chance to lose your house. Seems small, right? But Ord argues that even tiny odds become monumental when the prize is the entire human future. It's the difference between a normal risk and an existential one, a drop of poison in the well that contaminates everyone. Knowing these numbers is more than academic curiosity. It's a moral call. If we accept that extinction is possible and preventable, then our responsibility turns from passive hope into active stewardship. Protecting humanity becomes the most urgent ethical mission we've ever faced. So how do we climb back from the edge? Ord offers a roadmap, mixing philosophy, policy, and progress to keep the story going. Ord highlights how Cold War diplomacy stabilized nuclear danger through treaties and communication hotlines, lessons desperately needed now as risks multiply. Without coordinated global governance, everyone acts in their own short-term interest, increasing the chances of disaster. He pushes for renewed international institutions designed specifically to manage these existential threats. Technological progress is double-edged. Ord points to synthetic biology where scientists create new organisms but urges frameworks for safe innovation, like fire departments for biotech, rapid response teams preventing lab accidents from becoming pandemics. Similarly, AI research needs robust ethics baked in, not as an afterthought. Finally, Ord insists on expanding our moral circle. How we value people decades or centuries from now shapes decisions today. Should we cut emissions if future lives pay the price? This shift from short-term to long-term thinking is the foundation of safer, wiser policymaking. It's a future-conscious mindset that could save us all. Remember that cliff from the start? The wild potential stretched before us is real, but so are the dangers resting just a misstep away. Toby Ord challenges us to become the cautious climbers who don't look down in fear but plan the next careful step forward. So here's your move. Talk about existential risks with someone today. Awareness is the first step to change. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.